Hey y'all. How y'all doing tonight? How are y'all feeling with this Virgo New Moon energy coming through? Alright. I'm just gonna give it like a couple minutes because I'm already late. And then I will jump into it. How you doing, Sierra? Hello. Alright. So, thank you. I'm about to go ahead and jump into it. So we have our Virgo moon coming on the 17th, which I believe is tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. It's really going to be bringing an energy of like new opportunities for your visions to manifest. Excuse me. New opportunities for you to organize, reprioritize, and just really get your day-to-day tasks in order. Focus on your personal goals. Now is also a good time to focus on your health, and like the goals that you have for your personal health, and fitness, and just combing through the details. Like I said, if your day-to-day routine in life, figuring out what's working for you, what's not working for you, what you need to change, to be able to push your intentions forward. So that's simple enough. Energy to come with this new moon. Also, I feel like this Virgo energy is really pushing us to shift our lifestyle as a whole. So, like, not just pushing a new routine to get to a certain goal, but pushing a new routine to shift your actual lifestyle style in the details of who you are as a person as you're going through the rebirth process that I talked about last week. So yeah, that's pretty much what this new moon energy is bringing. I hope you all take advantage of this energy. It's being energized by the fact that the sun is also in Virgo right now. And it's just really going to speed up your momentum, give you a little bit more hope, more abundance, more opportunity for longevity, for basically positive things to come with the seeds that you're planting along this new moon. Mercury is still in Libra. I talked about that last week, but basically, Mercury in Libra is a good energy. It's good for communication. It's good for negotiations. It's not so great for decision making. So, like, if you're in the process of trying to decide on signing a lease or taking on a new job or going into a new partnership, now is the time to like work out the kinks of what that's going to entail. But as far as jumping on it, signing the contract, taking the action, making the decision, now is not a good time for that firm type decision making. You'll definitely feel hesitant, and you should take a moment to reflect and make sure that you're jumping into what you really want. Venus is still in Leo. That really is an energy, like I mentioned last week, of idealism and drama. It really forces you to decide what's real in your relationship, because with Venus in Leo, we want all the attention, we want all the love, we want all the affection, we want all the romance, we want things to be perfect. We can be dramatic, we can be very aggressive, and we want our way. So that can be very one-sided, and it's hard to be in a partnership like that. So if this is the energy that's coming in and saying, okay, I'm bringing this energy into your relationship, you'll want to make sure to play with the good side of that, which is showing your vulnerability as strength, allowing your confidence to set you apart from others, allowing your charisma to be built upon, showing your sexiness, things like that. So you'll want to lean towards that side of it more so than the shadow aspects of it, so that you're not overwhelming your partner or yourself. Mars in Aries retrograde. I talked about this last week, but this energy is really difficult simply because Mars is home in Aries and it's a forward moving type of energy. It's really all about taking action, confronting the things that you need to confront, and moving the way that you need to move, basically to defend yourself. And we are in a time of war, so that energy was working in our favor. Now that it's in retrograde, it's tapping more into the shadow aspects of the Mars and Aries, which can be impatient, which can be arrogant, which have a tendency to avoid reflection and be self-absorbed and ego. So you want to check yourself as it relates to those energies, and you also want to be mindful of who you're arguing with and what you're putting your energy into arguing about. Um, make sure that you're not confrontational just to be confrontational. And like I said last week, be mindful that the bullshit that you're absorbing is your own bullshit, because this is a time where it's easy to just absorb the anger, the frustration, the angst of the collective. um the message I feel like that's coming with this moon is I run out of the details, so your vision wait iron out the details so your vision is clear and your path of action is laid out. So, with this Virgo energy coming in Sun and Moon, Virgo and Sun says, look, I'm here, I'm pure, my intentions are whole, and I know that what I birth will be a great creation, right? So then the Moon says, okay, I feel the birth happening, I feel solid and grounded in my intentions. Like I'm feeling like it's there, right? So that solidifies that what you want, what you're thinking about, is coming out into the forefront and being born, And then with this Mars and Aries energy, it's like, okay, we got to take action. The retrograde is pushing you back, like, hey, wait, reflect, make sure that you're taking the right action, make sure that the terms are correct, Mercury in Libra, and show yourself, make yourself visible, Venus in Leo. Are y'all following me? Did that make sense? So that's how you want to allow those energies to play out, practically speaking. Did that make sense to y'all? Please let me know in the comments. I hope that made sense. So yeah, that's pretty much the Astroteas for the week. As far as what's going on, there's a little bit more in-depth things, but I'm not going to get into that. Y'all can purchase tickets to Tea Time and Tarot on Sunday. It's at 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. The tickets are $11. You can purchase them on my website, 11moons11.com. That's the word 11. Moons, the number 11.com. And it is a group reading that I do. Like, you get your individual reading within the group. We all chat. I give you in-depth astrological details about what's to come for the next month or so. And, we give guidance, we commune, we laugh, we drink tea, and so join me. So y'all can get tickets to that if you want to know more in-depth astrology, but that's just the tidbit for the week. Y'all can book your new moon readings 11/11. I did create a new moon in Virgo spread, which here are the questions. I am going to be doing a collective new moon Virgo spread tonight for you guys. So the questions: number 1, what dream am I energetically submitting to? Number 2, what am I being called to sacrifice to align with this submission? Number 3, how can I best clarify the details to create momentum? Number 4, what mental blocks are keeping me from grounding myself in my intentions? Number 5, what action can I take to remove these blocks? And 6, of course, additional messages from the moon and additional considerations. So I will be offering those for 11/11. You can book those through the end of the week, probably until next week, Tuesday. I will run that. And then we'll move on to first quarter moon, and so on and so on and so on. So that is that on specials. Also, I'm about to take product photos, so product photos are not necessarily up, but you guys can definitely purchase products on my website. You can purchase your sample packs of lip gloss bundles. It's $20. You can get all the colors of lip gloss. You can purchase one lip gloss for $8. You can get a sample pack of butter, oil, lip oil. I'm sorry, I'm talking too fast. Body butter, body oil, lip oil, and then your choice of lip gloss, and you get all that for $40. Um, or you can just buy the products individually for $25. So y'all can do all of that on my website. Again, that's 11 the word moons the number 11.com, and that is that on that. I will encourage you to book your new moon readings, book your Mars and retrograde readings. The questions in these readings are very profound. I feel like with the energies that are going on, we all need to tap into this. Even if you want to just ask yourself these questions and journal about it, go for it. You know what I'm saying? That is what I do this for. So, you know, I encourage you to use this to your advantage. And yeah, that's that on that. I'm gonna leave y'all with that. I don't have much to say tonight. Oh, the last thing that I did want to talk about before I go into questions and then do y'all collective, I just wanted to talk about body image and confidence and visibility. You know, I feel like with the culture of social media and the culture of imagery that we're in, everything just seems to be so perfect, and everything has to be so put together, and presentation is everything, and branding is everything, and it's just all of these superficial ideas surrounding image, right? And it really plays on our confidence and causes us to really minimize ourselves and diminish certain parts of ourselves because we feel like we're not putting out the right image. But I just want to let you guys know that there is no right image. The right image is the image that you feel confident and secure putting out. So once you find your confidence, once you find your security, once you find that balance where you're like, I'm on my shit, I look good, you know, I'm manifesting the things that I want, I feel secure in my walk, in my movement, because I know that I'm doing the work that I need to do. Like, once you start putting that type of energy into yourself and you start honoring your own worth out loud and internally, that's when things start changing. That's when things start opening up. Do y'all think that Lizzo was always as confident and as boisterous as she is now? Don't y'all think she had some depressed moments where she felt like she couldn't live up to this image, that image? And one day she was just like, fuck that shit, I look good. And she's beautiful. She looks great. Like, and it's all about the way she presents herself, because she's confident. She's secure in her body. She's secure. You know, your heart is where your body is. And you live in your body. So make sure you always feel home in your body. And if you don't feel home in your body, if you feel uncomfortable, if you feel like, even if not your body, you physically speaking, you know what I'm saying, but like the persona that you're putting out, change it. You know, we always have the ability to change and shift that. So make sure that you're home at you, because you can't expect anyone else to meet you halfway or relate to you or pull you up or big you up when you're not even confident and comfortable in yourself. You're not even risking with yourself. You're not even where your heart is, which is in your body. Like, you somewhere else, worrying about this different version of yourself that you saw on someone else, instead of a better version of yourself that you see on you, that you feel on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you get that confidence and that security, and you really start honoring yourself and honoring your intentions, that's when things start to move. That's when you get momentum. That's when you start to get direction. That's when you can trust your own intuition and trust that you're acting from spirit and not from ego. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of spiritualists will get on here and tell you, oh, you can manifest whatever you want, do whatever you want. Yeah, you definitely can, but let me tell you something. Natural law is a real thing, and you're going to have to answer to natural law at the end of the day. So you better be out here making sure that you're in alignment with your intentions and what you came here to do. Because if you don't, then spirit is going to come in and say, hey, hey, I had told you to do this, and I know you heard me, but you decided that you was gonna do what you wanted to do because you wasn't ready, because you ain't want to, because you felt uncomfortable, because like, so now this is where we're at. And then you're looking out, blaming your happiness on everyone, blaming your unhappiness, blaming your discontentment on everyone else, thinking, why did he blow up on me? I didn't even do anything. Why did she confront me in that way? I didn't even do anything. Why am I feeling depressed? Nothing's even up. And in reality, you're not honoring your intentions. You're not honoring yourself. You're not tapping into your own worth. And so the people around you and the situations around you are less than what you feel like you're worth. And you mad. And you think you mad at everybody else, but you mad at yourself. So just bring it on back. Get it on together. You know what I'm saying? And just get secure, confident, and home within yourself. Period. Like, I don't know how else I can say that. I hope that made sense to y'all. So, what is your thoughts on shadow work? What do you mean, what are my thoughts on shadow work? Seriously, Big Lo?
He literally just had to take it from his book.
What do you mean, what are my thoughts on shadow work, Luna? Like, what about the shadow work? I mean, I feel like I'm all constantly talking about shadow work every week because I'm always telling y'all need to integrate your shadow self and your higher self or sun self or however you want to call it. But I feel like shadow work is basically going in and defining what your demons are, what your triggers are, what aspects of yourself necessarily don't reflect well to you or to other people, and learning how you can either purge those things that need to be removed or integrate the things that you need to integrate and amplify them so that they can work for you. I feel like that's the gist of shadow work. If you want more information on that, I would suggest reading Existential Kink by Carolyn Elliott. That's a great book on how to do shadow work in a completely different light that I love. Or you can read, the book is actually called Shadow Work, but I can't think of the author. Message me later and I'll let you know what the author is on that. Hello to everyone just joining. Okay, you guys, so we did the Astroteas. I went through that. Again, our new moon is tomorrow. Take advantage of the energy, iron out the details so your vision is clear and your path of action is laid out, okay? Do y'all have questions? Questions. I don't know why I always be moving my shoulders. She over here on the couch.
Who that asking for me? Who that be? Harpo.
Don't call me Harpo.
Who that be?
Janae asking for you.
Hey, girl, hey.
You want to come say hey to your friend?
Oh.
You feel like you look dusty.
I look like work.
You do look like work.
Watch out how you have me.
Come through with the questions. Come through. Oh, y'all. So I'm in this group of Black women business owners. And they like we all send gifts like on your Amazon wish list, right? So I have this deck on my wish list. It's the animal, what is it called? The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit. So I got this today in the mail and I'm gonna use it for y'all's questions. I might use it in my new moon reading too, but I don't know yet. I'm just starting to get a vibe of it. I haven't charged it and stuff how I normally do. So we just gonna see. I said a prayer over it, staged it. And we gonna see what it do. All right, so Sierra, you said, is it time to let go of a particular person? And you got the fish and the sea serpent. So let's see. Fish is water, so 89. I feel like this is telling me yes, but I just am curious as to what this is actually saying for you. Okay. So it says the fish loves to be subsumed in life's current. Nothing pleases it more than movement, and more movement. The roaming lifestyle of the fish may be exhilarating for a while, but usually this leads to weariness and slippery relationships. With all the possibilities out there in the vast waters, the fish becomes lost without clear goals and intentions. Spend some time with the lunar forces, dear fish, as the peace and calm of the moon will soothe your soul. So when in balance, it adapts well, travels well. When out of balance, it's distracted, changes mind often. Sounds familiar. To bring into balance, set a small goal and accomplish it. Okay? So I feel like, again, that's saying, yes, it is time for you to let go of a particular person. It's time for you to move, but you need to make sure that you are certain about your movement in this time. Now, let's see what the sea serpent, has to say. That is a spirit card. Hold up. I'm glad I was talking fast in the beginning, y'all, because this is taking a long time with me flipping through this book. I'm just not familiar yet. Just give me a moment. It's dense. I hope y'all are patient. Okay, so spirit. Here we go. Sea serpent. Here we go. So the sea serpent represents emotional wounds and expressing your desires. Like I said, another yes. So it says the sea serpent represents the energy of expression. Whether it's emotions, creativity, sensuality, or desire, the sea serpent helps us move and direct our energy into a healthy current. When the essence of this card is in balance, we express ourselves creatively and sexually without fear or shame. We know what we desire most. Our hearts are at ease and our relationships are meaningful and enduring. We loosen the grip of self-judgment and we let the cool waters of forgiveness in to heal our wounds. When the energy of the sea serpent is not yet activated, our emotions and creativity are left in the muddy waters, which I feel like you are there. The current of expression stagnates in some areas of our lives, and in other places it floods. It's important to remember that no matter what the waters of our emotional lives look like, the sea serpent loves us just the same. Like a mother, she wraps herself around us in a gesture of protection. She supports us as we learn to support our true natures. So it also says in here that the sea serpent aligns with the second chakra. The subtle energy of the sea serpent occupies the area of the second chakra located deep within the pelvic bowl. This chakra is known as our center of creativity and desire and is associated with the water element. Okay, so again, I do feel like it's time for you to move on from the situation simply because you need to re-explore yourself and find yourself. It is time to let go. Did that make sense? I kind of like these cards, but I'm gonna have to look at the book a little bit more to see how I feel about these meanings and what I want to pull from them, you know, with my own interpretation. Did that make sense, Sierra? Miss Vina, that could have been for you too if you have the same question, but I can draw again for you. Let's see. There we go again with the fish, Miss Vina. So, movement, fluidity, knowing when to make up your mind and let situations go. Yes, time to let go. Yes, same, same. Fish and sea serpent. Yes, same. That's crazy that the same cards came out. Y'all see me draw them shuffles. I don't know if that was a gnat or a little spider or what. All right, does anyone else have questions? Anyone else have questions? No? I can go into our Virgo reading. Are there any Virgos in here? Happy birthday, you guys. Is it time to move on to another job opportunity? Y'all, I want to grab my tarot deck so bad right now, but I'm trying to explore this deck and give it a chance. What about your card? Y'all don't laugh at me. Wait. What about your cat? I'm trying to give it a chance, y'all. Oh, her cat is a Virgo. All right, so we have the swan and the deer. I feel like this is telling you you do need to move, but we need to wait. But let's just see what it's gonna say. What is that one? Oh, there we are. The swan. All right, so Swan represents effortless creativity, sensitive mystic, and elegant power. The swan is ready to take us there to the fluid realm of writing, creating, and reflecting. This potent and healing energy is not to be taken for granted or taken lightly. When the swan card appears, your soul is calling for attention, for solo time. An inner voice is waiting to be heard, an inner vision likely to be revealed. When in balance, infinite creative power. When out of balance, agitated, snippy, and lacking vision. To bring to balance, spend solo time writing. And then the deer. I really love those. That's my favorite. Okay, after this, I'm going to switch decks, y'all. I have to. I can't keep doing this. But I like the meanings that come along with these. It's cute or whatever. Earth, earth, earth. All right. So the deer, loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspects of earth energy. The energy is available to all creatures, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates a sense of grace and calms the room. A deer personality affects others in the room in this way, drawing them towards their quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. So when in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing, and when out of balance, concerned and protective. So like I said, I think as it relates to your job, this is for Champagne Auntie. I think you do need to move on. You're being called to do something else overall, but you do need to wait. There's something that needs to be cleared up. There's something else that you need to do in your current position, and then you can go ahead and push forward. No, I'm not going to answer your question again at all, because you already knew that the first time I said it, before I even said it. So no, I will not be answering your question again, because you heard me the first time, period. And the last time I told you that, period. Thank you, Champagne Auntie. I'm glad that made sense for you. Don't make me, y'all, don't make me check y'all on live. Don't do that. I be trying not to do y'all like that. Don't do that. It's always the Aries that gotta show their ass. Don't look at me like that. Yes, you too. Yes, you.
Don't start no shit. Won't do no shit.
Okay, so Dana asked me a question. She said, how do I get this guy to open up? Is it my vibe that's making him seem so closed? Let's see, girl. Let's see. I do love y'all. I do. Absolutely right. You can't play the cards. Y'all, these animal cards straight to the point. I kind of like it. It's just, it's a little all over the place right now because it's new to me, but them hoes on point. It seems like I'm in tune with them, how I'm just going with the meanings. Okay. See, now I just feel like I'm shuffling butter. Butter. Okay. Let me pull an oracle right now because I'm not 100% sure like what this would be telling you to do in terms of action, but I can get a glimpse of what's missing here. Let's see. Okay, so to him, it seems like you're dissatisfied with him, like you're not fulfilled with him in some way. Just the way that you're coming off, it just leaves him to feel like you're very nonchalant about the situation and you want more, but like he doesn't 100% know how you feel. So it leaves him feeling unfulfilled. And both of y'all kind of feel like there's a cup in the air. You know what I'm saying? Like she has her cup in the air. And you're trying to figure out like, do I get rid of this cup? Do I keep it? Do I get rid of this cup? Do I keep it? Like, is it worth it? Do I really want what I'm asking for or no? And you might just need to go ahead and move forward from the situation, from the heart, and just push through and let the situation go. The Chariot definitely is a card all about moving forward from the heart. allowing yourself to push ahead and taking the assessment, you know, deciding what you want to leave behind and what you want to bring forward with you. But I do still feel like there's a part of you that really likes the guy. There's a part of you that still wants to explore the situation and be curious in it. So in order for you to combat that energy, you're gonna have to be a little bit more aggressive and forthcoming than you're used to being. Like, you can be very reserved and you can come off as like nonchalant and like, okay, whatever, or like, you know, like, I don't care one way or the other, like, cool, it's fine. But, you know, like, if you really don't feel like that, like, don't give off that energy. Give off the giddy little girl, like, I like you, I'm curious, I'm happy. Like, give off that Page of Cups energy. And that will open him up a little bit more. But I also feel like for the both of you right now, the timing to really commit to a relationship is not right. And also, the two of you just need to pause and get to know each other a little bit better. You know, face the darkness that has been sitting there for a long time within yourself. Bring light to that, and then revisit the connection with this man, because right now there's a part of you that he wants to see that you're just not showing him or not willing to bring to the light. Does that make sense, Dana? I hope that makes sense. Okay, cool. All right, does anyone else have any questions? All right, so since no one else has any questions, I'm going to go ahead and pull for our New Moon Virgo reading. While I'm doing that, I will remind you all to book your new moon readings for 11/11 at 11moons11.com. Girl. Why she can't let go, y'all? Please, can I let go? No, can do that the same. All right, so the reason why you cannot let go is because every time you try to let go, every single time you try to let go, comes in and starts acting like he's ready and emotionally available and emotionally confident, and he just hits you with this, the King of Cups, where it's like, I understand your sensitivities, I'm here for you, we in this together, we mature, we rocking. But then when it comes down to actually cementing that energy and being there, he's like a night in the wind. He gone. He's on to the next thing, energy on to the next passing, he's not committed, and he's always moving forward in his energy. Like, he's sporadic and inconsistent. Okay? And then here you are, emotionally conflicted again. Right back in the same spot, wondering, how did you end up here? Well, you know how you ended up here, because you fell for this when you get this in terms of action. Okay? That's why you can't let go, because you keep falling for the okie doke. So just stop. Just cut it. Okay? Cut it. I'm just saying, just cut it. Even if it's not a guy, it's an emotional tie that you need to, like an emotional bond that you need to break. You keep falling for the good presentation, the emotional fulfillment, the happiness that's presented at the forefront of the situation, but in reality, that's not what's behind the glass. I feel like I'm talking to both of y'all. So like I said, even if it's not a guy, it still applies. All right. Anyone else have questions? Y'all need to stop playing with me. Like at this point, just stop playing with me. Just stop playing with me, period. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm playing with you. What you got going on over there?
All right, so I'm about to go ahead and pull for this Virgo reading. So hopefully I won't have to make a part 2 to this live. Oh my goodness, not OT Genesis. Oh goodness, I cannot. Y'all, I can't with y'all tonight. I just can't. My mama said I cannot play with y'all. I need to collect all my toys. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just get your sheets and go. Okay? Y'all, my table is wet, so I'm trying to like throw the cards out of the condensation. But it's not quite working out for me. Y'all both have the sea serpent and the fish. Somebody in me. What are you going through down there, Biggie? All right. So, what dream am I energetically submitting to? Judgment. I'm submitting to the fact that I know I'm coming into a period where I need to review myself and what I've accomplished and where it is that I'm trying to go. I need to stop judging myself so harshly and start taking more action. I need to stop judging the people around me so harshly and start judging the way that I value myself and how I've allowed myself to get into situations with these people. I need to circle around the judgments that people have about me and realize that they don't matter when I'm at peace with the judgments that I have about myself. That is the dream that we need to be submitting to energetically. I don't know why I have an inch right here, y'all. So weird. What are we being asked, or what are we being called to sacrifice in order to align with this submission? The Ace of Pentacles. Sacrifice the need to always go on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next thing. Plant the new seed, plant the new seed, plant the new seed. Nurture the seeds that you've already planted. Build on the foundation that you've already started. Finish something. You can't be a jack of all trades and a master of none. You have to physically plant the seed, nurse the seed, grow the tree, solidify the tree, expand the tree, and then plant your new seed. So sacrifice the need to keep, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try this, I'm gonna try that, I'm gonna try that, I'm gonna try that, I'm gonna try that, like that. How can you best clarify the details to create momentum? For that, we have the Four of Cups. Do an emotional purge and decide what's emotionally fulfilling for you right now and what's not. Decide what cup you need to get rid of and let flow out so that you can make room for new emotional energy to pour in that will fulfill you enough to be able to physically manifest. Does that make sense, y'all? What mental blocks are keeping me from grounding myself in my intentions? You don't want to take a rest. You don't want to allow yourself to heal and recover. Sometimes it's just best to take this moment of recovery, restoration, and rest so that you can clear out your mental energies. So, what mental blocks are keeping me? Anxiety, insomnia, being too analytical, being too judgmental, being too in your head. Okay? What action can we take to remove these blocks? Knight of Wands. Be impulsive in your intentions. If you feel an impulse to do something as it relates to an intention that you've been working on, instead of saying, I'll do it tomorrow, I'll do it 5 minutes from now, do it right now. Take the risk on yourself. Like I was talking about earlier, you know, letting your confidence and your charisma lead you. That's the action that you can take to remove these blocks. Additional messages from the moon. We have the Star card, allowing your vision to progress, healing, you know, allowing the star within you to shine. Basking in your gifts, your talents, progressing in those things. Definitely things to focus on during a new moon, especially a Virgo new moon. From the oracles, we have the Heareth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So again, tapping into the star within yourself, because you're always going to be home there. Okay? And your home is where your heart is. As long as you're home in your own body, then your heart is at peace. Okay? Star ancestors, hidden secrets, lost wisdom. Look a little deeper. Remember who you are. Remember why you're here. Remember your connection to source. I always tell y'all that. We did have the Crow card come out. I just wanted to pull one animal card for the night to end it off. So let's see. The Crow is going to be air. I love how this is separated by element. It's really cool. Okay, the Crow. All right, so spiritually strong, creative, and watchful. The Crow has been a symbol of magic. A Crow personality is drawn to the supernatural and has a gift for seeing the unseen, knowing the unknown. It is said that the Crow holds within its mind's eye the three realities, past, present, and future. Crow energy is potent and shall only be tapped into when the mind is clear. Those with Crow tendencies must balance their lives with a healthy diet, joyful friends, and regular self-study. When in balance, psychic, strong, and clear. When out of balance, ungrounded and hypersensitive. to bring to balance daily meditation practice. So I think that's perfect, 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 perfect energy to end with this reading, because I told y'all this Virgo new moon energy is bringing in the need to get in touch with the details of your day-to-day life, your day-to-day routines. Decide what habits and actions that you've been taking are effective in your intentions and the lifestyle that you want to build. Cater to your personal care, cater to your health right now. So the crow card coming in and saying tap in with your own spirit, which will lead you to mental clarity and recovery, like we talked about with the Four of Swords energy. That's just a perfect affirmation. No pretty butterflies, no songbirds, hummingbirds, which those are in there. A goddamn crow, okay? A crow. So that is pretty much that on that, you guys. Y'all can, again, book your new moon readings for 11/11. Please get your tickets to Tea Time and Tarot with Shawnee. The tickets are $11 and they're on sale now. So you can go to my website and you can click on events, and then you can click on RSVP, and then it's going to take you to pay, and that's going to be that. Yeah, that's about it, y'all. Thank you all for joining tonight, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Until next week, good night. Oh, one more thing before I go. So I am trying to decide what day of the week I'm going to do another live. I'm thinking maybe Monday, but then another part of me is thinking maybe Sunday. So I'm probably going to be doing a poll on that. So make sure y'all tune into my story for the poll and participate, so y'all can chime in on what day you all think will work best. But again, good night, and thank you all for joining. I will see you all next week.